That's actually in San Gregorio CHP area. However, I'm not pushing that off. I know the captain there. I'll send him a text tomorrow morning, and then that way they can address that.
Every few weeks, once a month, few hours, it just needs.
We had a head-on right in our driveway, right across from each other.
Yeah, there's certain intersections around here that I approach right there.
We're doing my next question.
What about one of those big flashing signs that says speed limit and then, that flashes your, is that you guys?
It's so sore subject to me. So radar trailers, because our radar trailer broke, and then we tried to get it fixed. So that's the beauty of not politics, but the state government. They had 4, and I called up, and they said they were all spoken for, and I don't believe them. I think they went to their friends. But anyways, so then they said they would put me up next, and then I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It's on my checklist, actually, emailing them again, because then I was supposed to get them. It has to be weighed, and something it has to go through our fleet. At our fleet right now, we're down, I forget how many cars, and they're really pushing cars through right now. So patrol cars are the priorities of my trailer. It's there. It just needs to be weighed in a couple things, and it's just sitting in a corner. So it's one of my favorite things to have because it's great for the public. My senior volunteers actually love to take it out, and we have a rotation. It's a great tool, and it's easy to take around, and I can bring it out here. That's easy. I mean, to get a black and white out here, yeah, I can do it. But not as easy. I can just bring the trailer out, leave it for a little bit, move it to another location, move it to another location. And with the senior volunteers, what we'll actually do, the same as we do, they go through our school zones too. We have a little whiteboard, so they kind of have a little rotation of places they bring it around. So I will write it down here to make sure that we add it to Safe Road here as soon as I do get it, and I will email him tomorrow.
We'll take 2, one for each direction.
Yes, sir.
One more question. Just having a senior moment.
Okay. Well, you think of it. I got. Yeah. So it's 50. If there's no signs, it's 55.
What does it take to change the speed limit?
You have to have a traffic survey. So contact the county, they'll come out and do a traffic survey. You can't just do a traffic survey, so then it would go under the 85th percentile. So 85% of the cars, so if say it's not Safe Road here, say, I don't know, like I live by Deer Hollow, so Deer Hollow is 45. So to break that down lower though, you have to show that the 85% of the vehicles are going this speed. So basically, say 45 miles an hour. If you have certain traffic conditions, heavy pedestrians, narrow roads, limited sight visibility, then the law allows you to go 5 under. But there's a legal process to do it. We can't just randomly say, okay, here is 45, here is 35. You have to do the traffic survey to do it. And without a traffic survey, even if you did do it without a traffic survey, any tickets we write would get thrown out in court.
Yes, sir. So you had said you're down collectively 1,000 officers?
Yes.
Is that for California?
For the California Highway Patrol is down 1,000 officers. So normally they do 150 people per class. That's all posted allows us to do. So the Highway Patrol historically has done 2 classes, a junior class and a senior class. But we can't bump our numbers above 150 per class. So what they've done now is they're actually running 3 classes at a time. So we have a junior class, a senior class, and essentially like a freshman class. They haven't quite got them to 150 each, which is the goal. It's more about 120 each. And then we actually lose a lot of people to report riding scenarios and then high-speed driving. So they're doing things, they're not lowering the standards, but they're doing different things to try and teach these kids to help them get through. So like on the high-speed track before, they were just like, okay, there's the track, go. Now they're having them go out there, walk the track, and demonstrate the different techniques and how to drive properly. And they've increased that. So it's not just to get 120 started, it's to get as close to 120 or 150 as we can through at the end of the day. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir.
Does the Highway Patrol still have an age limit?
Yes, they do. It's 30. It's 30. You have to take the written test by 35. There's a bill, and there's a bill going through right now that is going to try to increase it to 40. But the reason I there's a gentleman I met at National Night Out who is already 40 years old and wanted to join the Highway Patrol. He had 20 years in the military. He was an air traffic controller. Would have been an absolutely fabulous candidate. and I had to tell them that's great, unfortunately you missed it by, however many months you're over 40. So anyways, they're gonna try and raise it to 40. Yes, sir.
Who does your traffic counts? There was, because they actually had one set up at counter, set up just south of the county.
The traffic counts on the county roads are done by county, and then sometimes you'll see them out on the state routes, and that'll be done by Caltrans.
I have one.
Okay.
Okay, I have an issue with my members online. They tell me, oh, why would you call this person for trash on the side of the road when this person does it? CHP does it, code enforcement does it, but transportation does it too, right?
For picking up trash on the side of the road?
The side of the road, someone drops off a car that's all mangled
If it's a
up.
car, then it'll be the California Highway
Or
Patrol.
trash.
Trash, then that would be county roads. But if it's a car, then it would be us. That's where we come out, we'll tag it with that CHP 422. Yeah, if it's got wheels, it's us. And if it
And if
doesn't,
it doesn't have wheels in it, they took them off.
well, no, if it's a car.
Okay.
If it get complicated, if it's a motorhome and there's someone homeless living in it, now sometimes it becomes a
Because
a
there
house.
was a dude pulling something with apparently any wheels on it, just pulling, and he pulled it over here. I don't know where he pulled it.
So it's that car.
No, it was that trailer. Remember?
It was
all that?
being pulled by a truck.
It was pulled, well, it didn't have a hitch. No. And they were pulling it.
But yeah, that would be the highway patrol.
Oh, okay, but there's no, like, you don't pick up the trash though?
No, that county roads will pick up the trash.
Okay.
On non-county roads, the dirt roads that are around here, can we request that you pay it?
No, that's private property. So if it's a private road, then we can't, the vehicle code, except for DUI, there's a certain reckless driving section. There's very little of the vehicle code in stolen cars. Other than that, like, you can't write speeding tickets on private roads as private property. The dirt roads are.
I got another question for you. You said DUI, private property.
Yeah.
I have a neighbor that has a tendency of drinking a lot of beer and going out and getting his truck, having a good time. So he thinks he is, terrorizing the rest of us. If we were to call you, hey, we think this guy's drunk, would you be able to do anything if it is a private road?
Yeah, we can make an arrest for DUI on a private road. The probable cause, we'd have to have something to get probable cause to make it stop. So if he's like doing donuts or driving crazy, driving in a manner that an intoxicated driver would be, then yeah, for the public safety, we could stop him. Like, technically, if you're on your lawnmower and you've been drinking, that's a DUI. Golf, we've had people, golf cart DUI. My first two DUI arrests were in Glamis. People off-roading, drinking. Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
Do you ever put like just a decoy car out to slow the traffic? Because I know in Canada they do that. They put it on the, like the Toronto freeway, they'll put an empty car and people see the car and they slow down. Would that be something? But it sounds like you don't have any cars.
No, well, two things. One, the highway patrol is very policy driven. If there's not policy, then they frown upon it. But the other side of it is we don't have enough cars. And then the third side of it is, my concern is it's still going to be there when we come back in the morning. We're not going to have some extra pieces on. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Do you have equipment for the officers?
Yes, yeah, we have equipment for the officers. They get everything that they need while they're at the academy. Oh, yeah. When the officers are allocated a certain number of vehicles, and yeah, when they get to the office, yeah, we have enough vehicles. If not, then we can reallocate from other areas. But yeah, I haven't run into that problem.
So when you went through the academy, I would imagine it was a lot harder than it is today, or is it about the same for the hour?
If you ask me, obviously it was much harder. But
Well,
I was.
what's the deterrent? You said, we're trying to hire, and I think what you guys are doing, all you guys are awesome what you do. I get it, you get shot at. Not a lot of people like to get shot at, but you're having a hard time convincing young people it's a great career. And I know people that have been doing it for a long career. We have a neighbor, I don't know if Dave still live up there. Who worked for the Highway Patrol, who lives off right down the road. Dave Crane. Dave Kling.
Oh, I've heard the name, but I don't know him.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So you can talk to myself, the sheriffs, CAL FIRE. We're all having a difficult time hiring people these days. People do not want to be first responders. We at the Highway Patrol, I'm sure the sheriffs have also lost people. I had one guy in my office who just, the politics of California, he moved to Florida and up and moved. So I think California is part of it. I mean, when I came on in 1996, we had 3 strikes are out. And again, I was up in Canada. I had dual citizenship, but one of the reasons I wanted to come to California, obviously the weather. But in Canada, they're not hard on crime at all. And California was getting tough on them, so it was attractive to me, and it's one of the reasons I came here. I think if I was in Canada right now looking to come down, I would probably look past California. But having said that, though, I'll say this: Riverside County is one of the best counties to be at in California right now. Very pro law enforcement, pro public safety. Sheriff Bianco, the DA, Mike Hestren. It's a great county to be in. So I'm very thankful to be in Riverside County, not the craziness of like LA or the Bay Area. All right, well, thank you very much. If you guys have anything else, I'll be back.
Use the
You
microphone.
guys, you want to hear from the insurance lady?